Let me just send it to you. I just sent it.
Hey, here we go. Here we go. Go to base. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
You got nothing. Hey, check.
Now this time he'll look to throw.
Oh, kick
Into
off.
double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Let it come.
Does the big boy
Let it
have
come.
the juice?
Stop
And he takes
me.
this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now.
I knew this was going to happen.
Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want to make mistakes because they're too overran. Others say, I got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Yeah, fuck, nigga. Yeah. Like, fuck out of here, nigga. We gonna play this hoe. I've been waiting on this all day. I like this team.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He's going to float this one deep right side, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Foxtrot.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is caught by Jackson.
He be coming out with some weird-ass routes. Like, I be taking away both looks. Another nigga water.
Defensively, they force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through,
I re-signed Malcolm Jenkins just to put him in the box.
Let's get it.
Yeah, he's a star.
319. Watch the slip side.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
He's going for it. Blitz him was just playing coach.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And
then that's another thing. Last game, Devontae Adams, first play I threw it to him, he's gonna get an abdominal tear out for the game. The last game, the first one.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Touchdown.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Murray going to throw. And Adams has it. Good play.
Adams.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Adams, 78
why are you
yards.
pressing when I got
And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season.
He get it done. He get it done every year. He get it done every year.
Go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage. What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the
like the most consistent.
Those types of goals. They'll have those
the most consistent him and Mike Thomas.
The season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Okay.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Hey, high 7. Check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, check. Now, live. It's coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Hey, Haywood.
Rodgers now on 3rd down.
Oh, I seen it.
Right side here, and that's complete.
He's so fast. He got away from
takes us
that.
beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
That's some big.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the run, this is Jackson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
You better run. The only way you're going to get a run is if I'm passing.
And the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a give, right side. Jackson.
Get there, good tackle.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, check Michael Allen, check Michael Allen. I got him. Zoom. Check Michael Allen, check Michael Allen. Check.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Oh, he got it. I put a man on him, though. Like, what?
Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on
All
the
he do is
year.
run beaters, couple full
guys
beaters.
are on the board here in this 1st quarter.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one
That's
get
what
out
I'm
of
saying.
hand
I put a man there.
Here we are in the 1st quarter. That was an important response for them to score already down 21.
He
Set
ran
now to
right
kick
past.
this one away, and off it goes.
Oh, come on.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A pretty wild 1st quarter. 21-7, our score.
Not telling me he get touched. He gone. We outside.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Murray. It's caught here by Adams.
Stop playing with me, Devontae.
10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd of the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
All right, bro.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Mike, 54. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right. To the 50.
Now Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll run it with Jackson. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, check Michael Allen, check Michael Allen. Hey, check Michael Allen, check Michael Allen. Record.
To throw is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught by Jackson. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.
Mike 27. Hey, check 26. Hey, check Mike 27. Bravo. 27. I'm scared. Mike 27. Let's go, D. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Now it's Rodgers. That is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check Michael Allen. Hey, watch the lane. Hey, check Alpha. All day, dog. Hey, check Michael Allen. Check Michael Allen. Hey, check Michael Allen. Check Michael Allen.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. It's a foot race. The 40, 30, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Christian McCaffrey, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short rush coming, and he's taken down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Mike, 258. Watch my board. Rip right. Rip. Jump out.
To throw. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Kill.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because they'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. PAT up and good by Rosas. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Over here.
On second down now, it's Jackson, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
No, 319. 54 Mike.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Right back to him on first down. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, a chip shot here. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This will be taken in at the 1. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Hey, Echo.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Looking left sideline, it's complete. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now it's Jackson. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers trying to lay one up deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
He's crashing.
Murray now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter.
Mike, 58, right there. Let's go. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
To try again after the sack. Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Now Murray completes it to Samuel. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Curtis Samuel. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he is going to be brought down at the 3-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They got a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Jackson, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, check Michael Allen, check Michael Allen.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, check Michael Allen, check Michael. Hey, 88. Defense.
Now on 2nd and 16. Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to air one out. will be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Murray now to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
They run again with Jackson. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out right at the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, it's Jackson. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw on 3rd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And this is caught at the end. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the two-point conversion.
Hey, 626.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Rodgers going to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Mike, 58, right there. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Shift.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A big play that time for the Raiders. 41 yards. A great run, but, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Yeah, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just called the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. From the gun, he'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field.
Hey, wahoo! Zoom. Check Mike 11. Hey, pick your game up. Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Come on, D. Jump out. Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. I got one. Hey, check Mike. Hey, exit. Check back.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all.